Good morning, students. Now we are going to see the fourth practical of your simulation lab 1, that is KCL KVL of a circuit. We are going to prove KCL KVL for a circuit, and in this I am going to take a circuit of 3 loops, and in it we are going to find the node voltages and loop currents. You know that you can find out node voltages using nodal analysis, and you can find out loop currents using mesh analysis. So indirectly we are going to find out node voltages and loop currents, and this will be your practical or simulation outputs, and you can match those outputs with the theoretical outputs. Means you can solve this circuit separately using your regular KCL and KVL, and you will match those answers with this answer. And for this practical we are going to use Electric Circuit Studio software application in your mobile. So you can download it from Play Store, Electric Circuit Studio. So without wasting time, let us start. So I will take the required components. First of all, I am going to take the resistance. You can take the components from this lower bar, okay, and let me take the components. You can zoom in and zoom out as you do regularly on your mobile. You can move those component just by clicking that and dragging that component to desired location. If you want to rotate that component, then you can click on that component and you can click this symbol, so it will rotate. Again I will take it, I will rotate it. This is according to the diagram. The diagram is provided in write up. Let me rotate it, and in this way I have taken the resistances. Now I will require 2 voltage sources, and this is DC sources are available over here. Just click on them, you can get those. Okay, just again click on it. Okay, now you have to connect them. You can connect them using this wire symbol, so click on it. Yes, and every time you click on it you will get a new wire. So every time you have to click on this wire to connect the 2 components. If you want to undo, then you can click on it. If you want to do it precise, then you can just zoom it and then take the wires. Yes. Okay, now I have connected almost all the components. Now I will change the values of the resistances according to the requirement. So first of all, always remember to give ground to your circuit, otherwise your simulation will not work. So I have provided the ground, and now I have to give the voltage source, and I want this voltage source to be 9 volts. So I will click on this side, I will click on this voltage source, and I will go to this E. Okay, so this VDC of 1 volt I have to take uh, 9 volt. So I will click on tap to change, and I can give the desired value. It is 9. I will do the same over here. I will click on this voltage source, then I will go to this E. I will change the voltage to, here the voltage source that I will require is 7, so 7 volt. Then I will change the resistance value. Here I want a voltage source of 10 ohm, so I will change the value to 10. I will change the unit to ohm, so 10 ohm. This I want as 10 ohm again, so I will again click on this L. I will change this value to 10. I'll change the unit, and I'll do the same for rest of the thing. Here I want 47 ohm. Here I want again 47. Sorry, this unit is to should be ohm. This voltage, this resistor should be of 22 ohm. So 22 ohm. Okay, the last one, this is 100. Okay, now the last thing. Now what you have to do before simulating this circuit, I need to put voltmeter and ammeter, okay, because in order to prove the nodal analysis, in nodal analysis what I want to find out this voltages at the nodes. Okay, this is first node, this is second node, this is second, and this is your third node. Okay, so you can find out the node voltage using the voltmeter. You can place the voltmeter between that node and ground. Okay, because you know that voltmeter is to be connected in parallel with the component of which you have to check the voltage. So if I want to find out the node voltage, then I will put that voltmeter in parallel with that node, that is between that node and ground or reference. Here the reference is your ground. Okay, so I will take a voltmeter. How to take a voltmeter? You can just scroll this one, and then you will find second last point, this point, miscellaneous things. You can take voltmeter, so you can take this voltmeter and then you can put it like this. So this voltmeter will give you the RMS value of node voltage. So you can take one terminal of this voltmeter to that node, and you can connect second terminal of this voltmeter to the ground. Okay, so how can I connect it to the ground? I will take this wire again and I will connect it to ground. Okay, I will do it again. I will zoom it and I will take a wire and I will click it to the ground. So in this way you can find out the voltage of that node. You can do the same procedure for remaining two nodes. I am not showing it over here because it will complicate the circuit. Okay, so I have taken the voltmeter, and if now I want to find out the loop currents. Okay, so first of all we have used the voltmeter to find out node voltage, means you can verify your KCL. Okay, because in KCL you know that you can find out the node voltages, you can verify it theoretically. Now if I want to verify the KVL, I will find out the loop current. So here is in practical purpose or in simulation way, what you can find out, you can just find out the current flowing through these loops. So if I find out the current flowing through this 10 ohm resistance, then it is nothing but the current flowing through this loop. Okay, so it will give me the current flowing through this loop containing that 9 volt voltage source and this 47 ohm resistor, this 10 ohm resistor, and again 10 ohm resistor. And I can find it out if I put an ammeter in series with this resistor. So if I put ammeter in series with resistor, I will be able to find out the current in that loop. You can do the same procedure for this section also. So if you put ammeter in series with this resistor, then I will get the current in this loop containing the 7 volt voltage source and this loop. Okay, and you can do the same procedure for your to find out the current in the third loop. If you put the ammeter in series with this 100 ohm resistor, then you can find out the loop current. Okay, so how to put the ammeter? So in order to put the ammeter, I need to remove this middle connection. Okay, so I can remove that middle connection by clicking that middle connection. I will click on the delete. Okay, I will click on delete. Now I have to put that ammeter. So again I will go to the miscellaneous things, and from that I will take an ammeter, and I will get it this ammeter, and I will connect it. Okay, so I will connect it. First of all I will rotate it. And I will place it over here. Okay, I will place it over here. So you can just wait. You can just zoom it, and then you can place it properly. I'll require some space, or what you can do it, just you can click on the wire, and then you can also connect. You can connect it like this, right? So let me run this. Just wait till you get the stable output. So yes, the voltmeter is showing 7.51, and you can theoretically calculate the value of this node voltage V1, and theoretically also we are getting the voltage V1 at 7.51 volt, so it is matching. And loop current, so the current in this loop containing the 10 ohm resistor, 47 ohm resistor, 10 ohm resistor, and this 9 volt voltage source is 149. So the loop current in the first loop is 149 milliampere. So theoretically also you will get the same thing, and you similarly you can find out the loop currents of rest of the two loops, and similarly you can find out the node voltages of remaining two nodes. So in this way you can verify your KCL and KVL using this simulation. So I hope this is understandable to you. So thank you.